Lovely. Okay, let's sit comfortably, just cross-legged. I'm just going to do a little bit of warm up for the shoulders and neck, and then we really kind of get straight into it. So trying to pull up nice and tall, shoulders over hips and your ears over your shoulders, and we're just going to draw a little circle with our nose, breathing in. Lovely, and the other way. Lovely, let's look right and left. Getting some mobility in this neck. We get a lot of stiff necks from all the stuff we do at work. Lovely, back to centre, take the ear to shoulder. Just a couple here. Lovely. Back to centre, breathing in. So breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth with Pilates. And today we're pretty much going to focus on core work, ab work, and a little bit of arms as well. One more deep breath. Lovely. Give a little circle to these wrists for me, because we're going to be leaning on the wrists on all fours. Lovely, and change direction. Lovely, then just have the hands together, little figure of 8, just getting those wrists nice and warmed up. Get lovely, give me a stretch of the wrists. Then reverse and stretch the upper back, tuck the chin in. Lovely, then we're going to take our arms out to the side, give me some circles, small circles. So you're really focusing on your shoulders down and opening up the chest. So your circles are going behind you. Lovely. This is going to get the shoulders warm, but it is going to work them as well. And we're thinking of pulling up tall. If cross-legged is not comfortable for you, you can just take your feet however works for you, but pulling up tall, little squeezing in of that tummy as well. Lovely. Keep going. Give me 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your arms forward, but still focus on the movement behind you. So really going to work these shoulders and these arms. You can do a few sort of push-ups and triceps as well. Let's just get some nice and warm. Keep going. Keep breathing. Okay, I'm going to change my arms. What I'm going to do is have my palms facing up, and I'm going to reach up and then squeeze in with the elbows. Up, squeeze in, up, squeeze in. Lovely. I'm going to add a slight change to the wrists. So as I can bounce the ball, squeeze in, bounce, squeeze. That's it. So you're rotating the wrists, but really squeeze those elbows in. Thinking of squeezing them behind you. So you're starting to work into your back muscles a little bit. Let's do another 16 of these. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Give it a squeeze, really starts to burn. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just take the arms across and open. Lovely, they're nice and warm. Let's give them a stretch back, lift the chest. Wonderful. Okay, let's go on to all fours. So we want to be in a box position, which means your knees are right underneath your hips and your hands are under your shoulders. And if you look down, you're in a square, so you're evenly distributed with weight as well. Okay, lengthen the neck and really push the heels of your hands into the floor so you're pushing away. Going to round your lower back. Pull the tummy up and tuck and tilt your pelvis under. Let your head look under. Then we're going to reverse. Lift your chest, push your shoulders back, arch the back. So you're getting a stretch in the tummy. Lovely. Then we reverse. Round the lower back. Really push those heels of the hands into the floor. So engage the core, suck the belly right up to the spine. And reverse with breath. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Give me one more. Breathing in. Breathing out. Lovely. Sit all the way back into a child pose. This is a bit of a relaxation pose. We just rest here for a moment. Lovely. Coming back to all fours. So again, shoulders back. Pull the tummy in a little bit. I want to take your right leg back behind you. And you're going to squeeze your bottom and lift your leg up. What we don't want to do is lift too high so that you don't arch, and also you don't want to rotate. So your back's nice and flat. Imagine you've got a cup of tea on there. So just with the leg, again, push with the hands into the floor. Nice straight leg, looking straight down, squeeze the tummy in. 4, 3, 2. I'm going to add on. Give me an arm, reach it forward, reaching up and back. Reach up and down. Reach up and down. Reaching up. Going to take the elbow to the knee. Reach the arm up, elbow to knee, crunch in. A little bit like that stretch we did a moment ago. Lengthen, crunch in, squeeze the tummy. Lengthen, crunch in. Breathe in, lengthen, breathe out, crunch. 2 more. Last one, hold it here, pulse the arm and leg up for 2. Lovely. 3 and 4. Squeeze the tummy. 6, 7, 8. Switching sides. Get ourselves nice and straight in a square, shoulders back. Left leg starts. And we lift it up. Squeeze. You always want to be careful you're not leaning too far forwards. Your hands are right under those shoulders. And again, when you kick the leg up, don't arch. Pull the tummy up. Lovely. Let's add on an arm. So, reaching up and down. And we're trying to stay really still, right down the back. Chin is tucked in, looking at the floor. Give me 2 more, then we're going to do that crunching in. So we reach out, crunch the knee to elbow. Breathe in, lengthen, crunch the knee to elbow. Breathe. So this is working our core, our tummy, also challenging those shoulders. Give me 2 more. Last one, hold it out, reach and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lovely. Let's sit back, relax. Well done. Stretch the arms forward, push the chest down. Lovely. So, a little bit of work again for the arms. So we're going to lie on our tummies. And it's like a push-up, but we're not lifting the whole body up. So it's a Pilates push-up. So your hips stay on the floor, your hands are here, and you're just going to give a little push and lower, making sure your hands and wrists are nice and straight, so not bent in or out. Shoulders back, squeeze the tummy, push up. So if you're finding this is a little bit uncomfortable on your lower back, have your hands further forward, then you haven't got so much. If you find you can push back a bit more, you lift up. So really breathe in, lift up. So you're doing a push up, you're getting a nice stretch in your back, but you're not having to lift your whole body weight. It's a nice way of doing it. Again, you work at your level, but really push the shoulders back away from the ears, engage those shoulder muscles, squeeze the tummy in. Give me 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Lovely. Let's push all the way back, round the back, sit into child pose again. We're going to do a little bit of work for the triceps, and we're going to move on to our abdominals. Nearly halfway through, because this is really quick. Okay. So, sitting up, with the legs out, they can be bent, that's fine. Have your hands in diamond shapes, thumbs to fingers, and you're going to have that right behind your bottom. So when you lean back, shouldn't have a t-shirt on really. When you lean back, you see your elbows go out to the side and you push up. So it's a tricep working the backs of the arms. And it's relatively quick and it's quite light. So again, shoulders back, chest up. Don't worry if your fingers aren't touching. And 1. And 2. So you lean back and you push up, push the heels of the hands into the floor. Lovely. 5. Squeeze the tummy, pull it in. 6, 7, 8. Can we do another 8? They are tough. 8. And 7. And 6. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Lovely. Release. Let's just release forwards, relax down. Giving these legs a little stretch. We'll do an arm stretch at the end. So, this is sitting up in an L shape. I want to contract the tummy and round the back. So I'm in a sort of a C curve. That's where I want to be. Really pull the tummy in And I've got my hands just here for balance. So obviously we want to try and avoid the being here, but if you have to, you can. Otherwise, just fingertips. Pull the tummy in, relax the chest, lift the leg, and lower, and lift, and lower, and again, and lift, and lower, and lift, and lower. It could be small, that's fine. Lift, a bit quicker, and lift, and lift, and lift, and lift, and lift, and lift, and lift. Give me a circle. So you circle one, circle back in, circle out. Keep this C curve shape. Circle out, circle in, circle out, circle in. Give me two more. Circle out, circle in, circle out, circle in. Lifting up. This time we're going to bring the legs in towards us, have them bent. Same thing, hands on your knees, pull up, then contract and create this C shape. So we're C curved. And we're going to go back as far as is comfortable on the spine and also make sure you can hold it with the tummy. Lifting off the arms. Let's do an arm lift. Lift one, and lower, and two, and three, and four, and five, and six. Two more, then we're going to go to double arms if you can, or stick with singles. Keep squeezing the tummy. Two, and you sit up as much as you need to, or you lie back as much as you need to. Got four more here. Then you're going to grab your right knee, pull it into your chest and lie all the way down. Grab your right knee, lie down. Lovely. Right knee in, give it a little circle round. And the other way. Lovely. Now you want to have a little gap under your back, lengthen your left leg away. Now with these hands, pull that leg in. So we're stretching this hip flexor, we're working the mobility of the hip by pulling the right leg. Just look right and left for me, so we're releasing any tension in the neck. Wonderful. Back to center with the face. Your knee that you've got pulled in, pull it across slightly, just feeling a little stretch in your hip. We will do some nice hip and back stretches at the end. We've got plenty of time. Wonderful. Release. Put that foot down. Both knees up to the ceiling, feet flat on the floor. Pick up the left knee, bring it into the chest, little circle round, feeling that back of that hip and that spine, massage into the floor. Change in direction. Then let the knee rest. Notice your little natural gap under your back. Lengthen your other leg away and then grab this knee and try and pull it in. You want to keep that gap under the back. If you press it in, you're using the spine to aid the stretch, and we're trying to get these legs stretched and mobility in the hips. Again, looking right and left, little side to side with the head. Looking back to center, the knee you've got in, pull it across. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Lovely. Back to center with that knee. Grab the knee with your hands and peel your head and shoulder blades off. So you're really leaning into the back of your ribs. If you get neck ache, just lie back down. Now really imprint your spine into the floor so there's no gap, and lift up the right leg. And then we're going to switch the legs. So pull it in, switch. Again, we're in this C-shaped curve. Pull, switch, pull, pull, double pull, switch, pull, pull. Press the back in the floor as you switch. Breathe in, breathe out, in. Upper body stays still. Pull that belly in and give your pelvic floor a little squeeze. So like you're trying to hold in a wee, squeeze that as well. Let's have 4 more and 3 more. This is a single leg stretch. 2 more. And 1 more, release, good. We're going to do a double leg stretch. Grabbing onto your knees again, lift your head and shoulders up. So our legs are just going to straighten. They're not going to the floor, they just go to the ceiling and come back. Straighten, come back. We're going to add some arms. It's like you're wearing a hat. So don't take off your hat, go straight up and the arms come round. So arms and legs, hat off, come back. Hat off. as you straighten those legs, really push the back into the floor. And then if you want to, you can do this with your head and shoulders down if you're feeling too much of a strain on the neck. 4 more. 3, 2, 1 more. Wonderful, relax. Little rock from side to side, massage that lower back. Let's put the feet on the floor. Have the feet slightly apart, hip width apart, so don't have them too wide, just where your hip bones are. And we're starting off with this little natural gap we've got. I want you to overarch. Overarch that back, so you've got loads of space, and then reverse. So you flatten the back in. Then overarch. Then flatten. So we are doing a pelvic tilt. So let's think of the rest of the body while that's happening. Let's make sure the shoulders are away from the ears. Let's lengthen the neck so you can scoop the hands up the back of the head. Your chin is tucked in. And your fingers and hands are relaxed. Okay, this time. Breathe in, arch. Breathe out, flatten. So you want to flatten all the way up to your rib cage. Hold your tummy in to hold this position. We're going to peel the spine off the floor one vertebra at a time. So your vertebrae, little chunks in your back. And once we're up here, we want to let the ribs relax. So your rib cage is heavily into the floor, but you're squeezing your bum and pushing up. Don't let your knees flare out. Keep them in, legs long. Just a few things to remember. And smile. Breathe in at the top. Breathe out, roll down. Think of your spine like a string of pearls. Each part has to touch the floor. You have to tuck and tilt. And then you can lower that tailbone and breathe in. Overarch, breathe out, flatten and peel off. Breathe in. Breathe out, lower down. If you want to add on to this, I tend to just build on with exercises. You can take the arms off. See how that feels. If it's too much, keep them where they are. Otherwise, keep the shoulders heavy in the floor. We're continuing with this peeling up and rolling down. Really squeeze the bottom. It's really working your glutes. If you're feeling it in the backs of your legs, think of squeezing your bum more. Lovely. Lifting it up and hold with or without arms. And we're going to march the legs. So we lift the leg and lower. Your legs only come into your hip. They don't come right in. Okay, and lower. So arms down if you need to. Lift and lower. Squeeze the bum. Keep lifted. Lift. March. And march. Give me 4 more. March. And march. 2 more. March. And march. Lovely. Relax it down. Bring the knees into the chest. Have a roll around. Wonderful. Do a very quick little side bit of work for the sides. As we've done the front, upper, lower, back and the arms. So just roll onto your side. You're going to have one arm underneath you and have your knees here and then just open that top knee. We've got the arm here to the temple. You're not lifting all the way up, you're just crunching. If you lift too much, you end up really straining the neck. So just feel a crunch here and lower, and here and lower, and crunch. What I like to do is start adding a knee and lower. And again, it's just a progression, so you can stay without the knee if you want. You can see I'm taking elbow to knee. I'm going to add a straight one. So I'm going to do 1 crunch, 1 kick, 1 crunch, 1 kick. Can we speed it up? Last 8, 7. You can really feel this in the side of your waist. 6. Lovely. 5. Get a nice lengthening in that leg as well. 4, 3. Do our last exercise. We're going to do it on the other side, then we're going to stretch. And 1 more. Wonderful. Let's flip the sides. So we're starting nice and low. Arm here. Knees together. Top leg open. And crunch. And lower. And crunch. And lower. Feel your ribs sliding down towards your hips. Lower. Breathe in and out. I'm going to add that crunch, and down, and crunch. Your head really isn't moving too much, it's just because my body's lifting. and crunch, and down. Let's add the kick, crunch, and down, and kick, and down, and crunch, and down, and kick, and down. Can we go quicker? Crunch, kick, and crunch, and kick, and crunch, and kick, and crunch. We've got 4 more to finish, then we're stretching. Nice little stretches for the back and the legs and the hips. We've got 1 more. Lovely release onto your back. Feet together, knees together, hands out to each side. Just let your knees sway. Start to think about your head swaying the opposite way. So we're twisting the upper spine away from the lower spine. Next time, let your knees fall down one way and your head look the other way. Feeling the stretch down here, trying to keep your shoulders down. Lovely, look back to centre, legs to centre. Gently let them fall the other way. Keep the shoulders down, look over the other way. Lovely. Whichever way around you are, roll yourself over. Let's do a little child pose. So we're sitting back on our bottoms. Stretch the arms forward, open the knees. Lovely. So, because we did a lot with our legs in and out, we want to stretch our hip flexors. So just going to come up onto the knees, have your hands on your hips, just push forward, squeeze your bum, just push forward, lift your chest a little bit. Really feeling that nice stretch here. Lovely. Come into a seated position. Going to take the feet apart. You're just going to mirror me. So take your right foot in towards your left thigh. If that's too much of an angle, just bring your foot in a bit more. Take your right hand back, look behind you. Use this hand to push you back. Bring that right arm up and up, as if you were drawing a rainbow all the way to your toe. And hold it here, looking up into the eye of the elbow, opening up the shoulders. Lovely. And then follow the fingers, follow the toes, and look down. And then I'm going to turn my shoulders to face that leg and lean forward. Stretching out your hamstring, can be very tight. One more deep breath. Lovely. Staying here, the leg, right leg, cross it over. And then I'm just going to put my hands on the floor. The leg that's long, just slide it in a bit. So you're then giving a stretch to your hip of your right leg. Trying to push myself towards the leg, trying to bring the leg in towards me. Lovely. Then let's let that long leg slide away again. Sitting up, grab the leg, pull it in towards you and twist towards your right. If you can, get your elbow round. If not, just grab onto it and hold where you can. Try and pull up tall and turn to your right hand down. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's release. We're going to switch sides. So feet out the other way, left leg in towards the thigh. Hand here to push you around, look to your left, left arm. Reach up and over as if you're going to draw that arc towards your foot, looking up to the eye of the elbow. You get a nice stretch down your side, into your back, into your hips. Then let the neck relax down, looking at the foot. Then I'm going to turn the shoulders towards the leg again, bring it in if it's too tight, and lean forwards, feeling this leg stretch. We're stretching our hamstrings. Breathing into it, these are big muscles. One more breath. Lovely. So So the leg, left leg, cross it over, hands down. The long leg you've got out, slide it up towards you, push yourself up that leg, feeling a stretch in your bent leg and your left hip. Lovely, let's slide that long leg away. Or not the long leg. Pull yourself in towards your leg and turn around towards your left. Grab with the elbow if you can, if not just hug. Left hand down, lift up, look to your left, stretching the spine, nice little twist. Stretching the hip, got lots going on here. Perfect, perfect timing. We've literally got 1 minute left to just stretch out the neck and the triceps. Back to centre, sitting comfortably. Breathing in, lift up. And out. Breathe in, lift up. Right arm goes between the shoulder blades. Gently with your fingers, pull it back. And just feel a little stretch in your tricep. Try and keep your chin lifted in your arm near your ear. Lovely. Let's release, arm up, other arm between the shoulder blades and squeeze back. Lovely, and release. Let's put the hands down, reach them to the floor, take your head to one side, feeling the stretch in the neck. And the other way. Lovely, back to centre. Let's take the hands together, stretch that upper back. Tummy contracts in, create a C shape, chin drops down. Lovely, we're going to reverse, hands back, stretch up. Stretch the chest or just hands on the back if that's too tight to link them. Let's take a breath in to finish. And again. Let's have one more. Give yourself a clap. Thank you very much. Just going to pause the recording and just speak to you quickly.